By the end of this video, you are going to walk away with the knowledge that you need to build any app you want from scratch without any prior coding experience. This is the power of AI in the big 2025. I'm your vibe coding professor, Batoshi, so let's get right into the lesson. Let's talk about what vibe coding is for 1 second. It's a new trending term. A lot of you have probably heard of it because you clicked on the video. But what it means to me to vibe code is the ability to take an idea in your head, communicate that idea to an AI system, and watch the AI system bring your idea to life right in front of you by just talking to it. No years of college education needed, no years of developer experience required, and no need to know all of these complicated coding language. What the hell is Rust, Python, TypeScript, Go? Forget all of that. You'll learn as you do. Look at that chart go whoosh. So I've actually been vibe coding for the last 2 years. I started my journey as a software engineer purely through AI. I learned how to code with AI, and I've learned how to use AI as a mentor to guide me through this path every single day for the last 2 years. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to use AI as a mentor to kickstart your journey right now today. In recent times, AI has gotten extraordinarily good, very, very good. In the last 6 months alone, we now have AI systems that can think and reason like humans, which means that the quality of code they could output has vastly increased. Now, it ain't perfect, but damn, it could do some stuff, and we're gonna take advantage of that. Before we start building anything, let's talk about a simple framework I use before I vibe code any project. You need something you want to build. You need a North Star. That's your end goal. Let's say you're a teacher. You want to make fun web games that make your lessons interactive. Let's say you're a personal trainer. You want to make an app that helps your client with their diet and workout routines. It doesn't really matter. Me personally today, I want to make an AI chat app that teaches people how to prompt AI. As long as you could think it, you can make it. Now, in terms of the path to get there, to achieve your North Star, AI will help guide you on finding the path in the middle. As long as you have an idea in your head, building it and figuring out how to get there becomes extremely easy with the power of AI. We're going to start with Replit.com. Hands down, this is the best vibe coding app that I've used so far, and I personally recommend. I really like it because the AI system is good, the user experience is very easy, and more importantly, once you make a product, Replit handles hosting it for you in 1 click. So you could make something and then share it with other people. So we'll log in. Also, in terms of the pricing, it is $20 a month for the Replit core, but just to start off, they do have a free starter kit, so you can at least dip your toes in the water. Once you log in, you're presented with this very simple page. It's just asking you what you want to make. In my case, what was my North Star? I want to build an AI chat app that teaches people how to prompt AI. So I just input my idea, the product I want to build, into the chat interface, and I just click start chat right here. Now, it works to be simple, but here's the thing to keep in mind. The more simple you are in your prompt, the more ambiguity the AI has to do whatever it wants, which might not be what you want. When prompting AI, it's good to be as specific as possible to get exactly what you want. I like to give people the analogy of pretend you're speaking to another human. How would you communicate to them? How descriptive would you be to them to ensure that you get the desire that you did ask for and did want? Replit does handle these simple prompts very well, but that is something to keep in mind as we progress these AI systems. So in this case, the way that Replit works is it does start building it live in front of you, which is very cool. We can see that we're already getting this website of the Prompt Master AI chat. Try writing better prompts with AI guidance. It says AI assistant active. It's giving us an example demo UI saying, hi, I'm here to help you learn effective AI prompting. Help with trip. Your prompt needs improvements. Type your prompt here. Try to be specific and clear. So it seems that on the side, it creates an initial version. This is an educational AI chat application that teaches users effective prompting techniques through interactive lessons and real-time feedback. We could see that it is showing us the different features that it's making. It wants to make interactive chat interface with AI responses, built-in prompting lessons and tutorials, real-time feedback on prompt quality, example prompts, best practices, difficulty levels, chat history, and things to work on later. So these are the initial plans. And on the bottom right here, it asks if you want to approve the plan. So I'm going to approve the plan and start. Let's get into it. What's also really nice about Replit is they have an app. So once your app is done, you could just get pinged. You could type in your prompt, let the AI agent do work, walk to the store, go to the gym, meditate, get some grass, go to the club. Doesn't really matter. You'll get notified as soon as it's done. So come back when it's ready. We'll come back when this is ready. So in the time it took to finish the app, my hair dried up. It's also a new day. I took a nap, ended up sleeping. But you can see we now have the Prompt Master app. And this is an AI chat app that has an AI assistant that teaches effective AI prompting. So I could type my prompt in there, but it's not going to work because we need an API key on the side. So you're gonna run into this a lot, especially in Replit, where it is asking you to get an API key from providers you're working with. It says to make Prompt Master AI chat application work, we need an OpenAI API key. This is like a password that allows your application to connect to OpenAI's AI services to analyze your prompts and generate responses. So I love that it gives an explanation. And one thing that I would love to certify in everyone's brains that are watching this video is feel free to also use ChatGPT to help you understand these different terms, right? So it's asking for an API key. Replit does a good job at quickly explaining it. But the more knowledge you have as you're working on these apps, the better you get at prompting in the future, the better you get at working with the AI assistant to get exactly what you want. So what I like doing is when I don't understand a new concept that's presented to me, when I don't understand a new concept that is provided to me, I just ask ChatGPT. I'll ask, can you explain what an API key is in simple terms? I don't like saying explain like I'm 5 because then it treats me like I have no brain cells and talks in Google Gaga talk. But when I ask to just explain what an API key is in simple terms, it gives us a simple explanation. An API key is like a password or software. When two apps or programs want to talk to each other, like your app talking to OpenAI's API, they need a way to prove who they are. That's where the API key comes in. It's a secret code you put in your app that tells the other system, hey, it's me, I'm allowed to use the service. Think of it like a hotel room key. It unlocks specific features of a service. A name tag, it identifies your app to the service provider. And a usage tracker, it helps the provider monitor how much you're using the service. Important, keep your API key secret, just like a password. If someone else gets it, they could use your services and you could get charged. So this is one way we could use ChatGPT as a mentor and a guide to unlock a deeper understanding of what's going on in the app. Now there is another feature that I really love. The second way that we could use AI as a mentor is by going to aistudio.google.com. This is Google's free AI studio. All the models here are completely free, but what I want to focus on specifically is they have the stream component. So what's fascinating about the stream component is this is an AI that could see your screen live and talk to you in real time to walk you through and guide you through whatever you're doing. So we go to the stream page right here, and on the side, you want to select the latest model, which is Gemini 2.5 Flash Preview Native Audio Dialogue. You could choose the different voices. We'll stick with Zephyr for now. And one thing that I also want to tell you guys to unlock is this feature right here, grounding with Google search. This will make it so your AI agent could search up the web in real time. So make sure that is checked. Now, if you click share screen and I share my entire screen, hi, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen. It looks like you're on a page related to Google AI Studio.
Cool. So now what we have, I'm actually recording a video right now, so I'd like you to help me walk through a beginner's guide to AI coding / vibe coding. I guess I interrupted it on accident. So right now, my app is asking me for an OpenAI API key, but when I go to the platform, I'm a little lost here and I don't know what to do.
Okay, I see you're on the OpenAI platform website. To get your API key, you'll need to go to the API key section. Can you see a navigation menu on the left side of the page? Look for an option that says API keys and click on it.
I don't see it here.
Okay. Scroll down the left-hand menu a bit. It might be under a section like Developer Tools or something similar. Do you see it now?
Nah, I don't see it.
All right, let's try another approach. Look for a section related to your account or profile. Sometimes API keys are located there. Can you click on your profile icon or account settings?
Yeah, I just clicked on it.
Great. Now look for an option within the account menu that says API keys or something similar. Click on that to access your API keys.
Okay, I'm on this page now and I see API keys on the side.
Perfect. Now that you're on the API keys page, you should see an option to create a new API key. Click on that button to generate a new key.
And then what do I do?
After creating the button, you might be asked to give the key a name. Enter a descriptive name if you like, and then click the Create API Key button. The new API key will then be displayed on the screen. Make sure to copy it immediately, as you usually cannot see it again later.
It's not letting me click the create secret key.
Ah, I see. It looks like you might need to select a project first before creating the secret key. Can you click on the drop-down menu under Project and select a project?
Okay, I got my key. Thanks, Shadi. So I copied it. What do I do now?
Now go back to the Google AI Studio page you were on before. There should be a field where you can paste your OpenAI API key. Find that field and paste the key there.
No, okay, so I'm back on my Replit and I just put it in here.
Excellent. After pasting the key, there should be a button to continue or save the settings. Click on that button to activate your API key.
Is that it?
Yes, that should set up your OpenAI API key. The application should now be able to connect to OpenAI services. You should be able to start using the AI coding features.
Cool. So that was an example of how we could stream our screen real time to the Google AI Studio. Now, there are also two other features that I find very, very useful. One is we could just talk to the agent and I could in real time ask it these questions. So if I click on talk, hey, can you explain what an API key is in like simple terms? Because I don't know anything.
Sure. Think of an API key like a special password for computer programs. It allows different applications to talk to each other and access specific services or
I
data.
don't really understand that explanation.
Okay, let's try a simpler example. Imagine an API key is like a key to a special mailbox. Only someone with the right key can open it and access the messages inside. It's a way to control access to something important.
Okay, so like why does my app need an API key?
Your app might need an API key to access specific features or data from another service. For example, if your app wants to use a mapping service or get weather information, it uses an API key to identify itself and get access to that functionality.
Cool. So just real basic examples showcasing how you have no excuses. You literally have a super intelligent AI system to walk you through all your questions. You have an infinitely patient mentor to walk you through anything you need. Please utilize this. It's very good. For those of you who have ChatGPT Plus, this is my personal favorite feature, is the advanced voice mode, where you could also ask here, hey, can you explain what an API key is?
Sure. An API key is basically a unique identifier that acts like a secret password between you and a service that you want to use. It allows that service to know who you...
That's the main point. I just mostly wanted to show you guys that, hey, you do have AI that could also hold your hand through this whole process and give you the information that you need to know. Don't think of AI as, oh, I'm going to rely on it completely, because that's just stupid. Instead, think about it like this. The more knowledge you gain by working with AI, then the stronger base framework you have in your head that makes prompting and working with AI in the future much, much easier. Now that we added our OpenAI API key, thanks to the guided help of our AI mentors, we can now see that we have built a complete AI chat application for teaching prompting skills, set up real-time prompt quality analysis with OpenAI integration, created educational panel with tips, examples, and progress tracking, and implemented an XP system with lesson progression. Wow, it's kind of extra with it. So it is telling me to write a prompt about planning a weekend trip to see how it works. Cool. All right, let's test out that prompt. So I'm gonna go back here and I'm going to say, I want to plan a weekend trip, and we hit send. Let's see what happens. Our app didn't work. AI sucks. I'm never touching it again. Just kidding. It's a skill issue. Now, when your AI system doesn't perfectly one-shot your app, it does get frustrating. But I have been here many, many times. So allow me to guide you through what to do in these situations. Before we get into debugging mode and trying to figure out how to fix the app, there are two important things to note about Replit when it comes to working with AI. Now, majority of the Replit apps you're going to be working with are web applications. This means you could go on your browser and you could type in the web page link and you get sent to the web page and you can start interacting with it. The way a website works is it has something called a backend server, which we could see and access if we click the console right here. And we could see all of these logs, all of this text explaining what's happening in the backend server. Now you're looking at this, you're like, what the hell is going on? You don't need to worry about what's going on. Just know that this is context that we could use to help fix our problem. We just have to give this to the AI agent and it'll know what to do. Now, the second thing is you have client logs. So the client is how users interact with the backend server. In terms of Replit, there's this wrench on the top right that you could click called Dev Tools. And when you click on it, it brings up the client console down here. And it has more text and more logs where you don't understand what's going on. All you have to know are that logs are a way of the code telling the developer exactly what's going on so we could fix potential issues. Before we get started with taking all this information and getting the server logs and getting the client logs and sending all of that to the AI agent, I actually want to start a brand new chat. So a very important concept to know about AI agents is they have a short-term chat history. And while I do say the more context, the better it is for agents, AI runs into a problem where the bigger their chat history gets filled and the more messages they have to deal with, the more they gain something I like to call AI amnesia, where because they're so overloaded with all of this unnecessary information related to our problem, the results get dumber and dumber over time. So a big issue with AI is people simply don't just start from scratch. So we're gonna start from scratch to make sure that our AI agent doesn't have AI amnesia. So I'm just gonna click new chat. Now that we're in a new chat, I'm actually gonna hit stop on the top right here to completely restart the app so everything is working from scratch for good measure. I'm gonna go to the console and I'm going to clear the past runs to make sure we're starting from scratch. And I'm gonna restart the app and I'm going to try interacting with the app once again. I'm gonna write in, I want to plan a weekend trip. And when we do this, this is when the error pops up, right? So we'll stop interacting with the app at this point. So this is the point where the app broke. But if we open up our client logs that we just talked about, we could see all of the different client logs that we have in here. We could also see the console server logs that happen in here. Now, real quick disclaimer. If you don't see any console logs when you're working with the app, simply just ask the agent to make debugging logs in the server and client. Just by using this prompt, when you're working with Replit agents or vibe coding apps in general, the AI agent will automatically know, okay, let's add debugging logs in the server and client. Don't really need to go any more specific than that. The AI will know what to do. Now, since our app already does have debugging logs, which you can see that I'm sitting on right now, but we have client logs and we have server logs, I'm going to first copy all of the client logs. I'm gonna paste it in here in the chat log right here. And then I'm gonna copy all of the client logs. So this is a little of an annoying process because there's no way to copy everything at once. So in the bottom right here, I'm just gonna copy it section by section. I'm gonna say, so what I like doing to separate the information that we are talking about when I'm discussing with agents is, it's called markdown format. You could search up markdown format to get a feel on what it looks like. But if you use hashtags, it allows the AI agents to see the different categories of information it's working with. So in this case, I'm going to say hashtag client logs. So I'm going to say hashtag client logs, and I'm going to start pasting in all of the client logs that we're working with here on the side. So I'm gonna grab these logs right here. So I'm just copying the entire console. I'm just doing my best to copy the entire console so that the AI assistant could see exactly what is going on when we send in a message, right? So I pasted in all of those messages. We have the server logs pasted in there. We have the client logs pasted in there. Now I'm gonna write the instructions that I'm going to be very specific about the bug that I am encountering, because not only, again, context is everything. If you don't explain what's wrong to the AI agent in detail, how is it gonna know what's wrong with the app, right? So I'm gonna write here my problem. So hashtag problem. So the AI knows now that user instructions. So I'm writing hashtag user instructions. I'm not sure why it's red. Maybe we could ignore that. Anyways, so I'm writing hashtag user instructions so that the Replit AI agent knows that, okay, the above were the client logs or the console logs from the browser. Now, this is what the user is actually asking. I'm the user in this case. I'm going to vividly describe the issue that's happening. So I'm going to say in our app, when I click send after writing a message and I hit send, this is what happens, right? So I usually kind of like bullet point everything. It takes forever for the message to go through. Dash, I never see the message go through. The screen just refreshes. This is very important context. You need to know that, hey, the message never goes through. The screen just refreshes and wipes everything. And then 3, takes forever for the message to go through. I never see the message go through. The screen just refreshes and wipes everything. What else happens? I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna say, and starts from scratch. I'm trying to be as specific as possible with their problem. And honestly, that's as specific as I could get. When I send a message, that's what happens. So I'm just gonna write, please fix. And we pray. But usually, because we provided nice, sufficient context of what's happening in the server and what's happening in the client side, the AI should do a good job at actually fixing this bug for us. So we'll come back to this when that is done. So from our request, this was the result. The AI agent saw the logs, went through the code, and figured out the exact problem that is happening. So it fixed it for us. And it's asking us to test sending a new message now. So let's go ahead and test sending a new message. If I go here, I'm gonna write in my prompt. I'm gonna say, I want to plan a weekend trip, and I'm gonna hit send. Our message actually sent this time. Well, and it seems to be processing. Oh shit. Maybe bleep that out so we don't cuss on a YouTube video. But check this out. It fixed the bug. I added a prompt saying, I want to plan a weekend trip. And then AI gave us straight feedback on that our prompt needs improvement. So it gives criticism on how we should improve our prompt, and then a response. The criticism it gave us is, you made a great start by expressing a desire to plan a weekend trip, which shows your interest in exploring possibilities. To improve and make your prompt more effective, try to incorporate a few specific details. Mention a potential destination, like the mountains or a specific city, would help narrow the focus. Additionally, including your budget and activities you're interested in would provide better context and enable more tailored suggestions. For example, are you looking for adventure, relaxation, cultural experiences? Defining your goal, such as receiving a detailed itinerary or short list of destinations, will also guide the response effectively. By enhancing your prompt with these elements, you'll receive more relevant and actionable advice for your weekend getaway. Okay. And then now it's giving us a suggestion on how to improve the prompt. Consider including details such as destination, your interests, the number of people going, budget constraints, and any specific activities. Here's an improved prompt you might use. I'm planning a weekend trip and I need help choosing a location. It would be within a 3-hour drive of your location, accommodating for. Okay. Let's try that prompt suggestion and see if it makes the green here. I'm gonna just copy that. I'm gonna put 3 hours drive of New York in this prompt right here. So I want a trip. That's a 3-hour drive from New York. I want to accommodate for 4 people, and our budget is $1 million. Any suggestions? So let's see if the AI system that we just made, well, Replit just made, then accommodates and rates that prompt good and gives us a green circle or a green box. Ooh, we did get a green box. Oh, we got 10 XP. Hold up. We just got points. Ooh, look, and it gave us a good prompt back. Okay, so this is really sick. This is honestly super, super sick. So let's say that I want to work on features moving forward, right? At this point, this app works fantastically good. This is actually more than like what I thought it would do off rip. Replit got really good in the most recent days. Now, I'm going to showcase adding a feature just so you guys aren't lost in the dark when it comes to adding new features, but it's very simple. It was as simple as prompting. I want to add a new feature where, let's say there is a dashboard for the prompt master and there are different lesson tiers. So there's lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, and I could click between them. You know, just like a normal lesson, video game dashboard, whatever. Before I prompt that, I'm going to click new chat. Now this is okay because every time you make a change in the chat, Replit saves checkpoints, so you don't have to worry about losing your progress. In this case, with a new chat with the agent, I'm simply going to voice my feature I want to add because I have a speech-to-text recognition app on my Mac. I'm going to say, I would actually like the prompt master to have a dashboard with at least 5 lessons that take beginners into an introduction on how to prompt AI properly and how to begin prompting and get to more advanced lessons. Can you make that dashboard feature for me, please? And just by talking into my MacBook about a feature I want, I'm just gonna hit enter and we'll come back to this when it's done. Yeah, this is crazy. This is ridiculously good. It created the dashboard feature for us pretty fast. And now we can see we have the prompt master dashboard. If I move myself to the left and I show you guys, we can see that I'm now a novice and there are different lessons and there's XP block lessons for me to unlock. So there's a progression system and there's intermediate And there's advanced with few shot learning and example. This is sick. So I could start my first lesson locked. Practice to earn XP, start practicing. And I guess we start back here to start playing the app. Anyways, you could go on and you could prompt and you could bug fix and you could add as many features as you want. All you do at this point is have fun with it and creatively build and ship. That is the beauty of vibe coding, is that at this stage, you just build and you just ship and you just keep going. Now, the final step is to actually deploy your app so you can then share the link with other people. So if we click on deploy on the top right, after you are at a stage where you feel happy about your app, you could click deploy, and it's pretty simple. I would move this to probably like one machine to start off with. You could do more if you think your app is gonna have a lot of people, but one machine is gonna be perfectly fine for the amount of things we like need to do. You could edit the machine power, but I would just leave it at the default just for the sake of running the app. And you could just click approve and configure build settings. You could add your deployment secrets, but I think it already keeps it in for you. Let's test this out. You could add a domain to it. All of this should be the default. So you wouldn't typically need to worry about it. Just know the default is npm run build. Again, if you need more help, you got a super smart AI system to help you walk through this process. And all you have to do is hit deploy. And you can see that the app is getting deployed right in front of us. We'll come back to this when it's done. Our app has been deployed. So let's say I wanted to share this prompt, or let's say I wanted to share this app with friends, or I wanted to share this app with you guys to teach you how to prompt better so your prompts don't suck. Then I just send people this link, and now my app is hosted on the dashboard. And the exact functionality we saw there is now on my actual computer. I wonder if this is mobile compatible too. Now show us on mobile. Let's see. Oh wow, it's automatically mobile compatible. Well, that's very cool. Wow, we'll take that. That's it. Now your app is deployed. Congratulations, you have successfully deployed an app you vibe coded in your first hour of being a software engineer. Some software developers and engineers don't even get to this point in years of college. Ted, you just diffed them. Welcome to the new world, bud. And that's vibe coding. What I just showed you is one of the many ways to vibe code, but this is what I would recommend to complete beginners. You now have the power to build anything you could imagine without writing a single line of code yourself. I have given you, and anybody you share this video with, the ability to bring any of your ideas to life. If you want to go deeper into vibe coding and learn advanced AI techniques, subscribe to my channel and join my Vibe Coders Discord community, where we're all learning and building together, link in the description. And if you're a business looking to leverage AI to transform your operations and maximize your company's efficiency, that's what my company, Agency 42, does. We are an AI consulting agency. We train your staff on how to use AI. We look into your business operations and figure out how we could use AI to leverage and greatly increase your company's productivity. And we also build custom AI solutions that fit your needs. If any of that interests you, agency42.co, link is also in the bio. Hit us up and contact us. But for now, go build something, anything. The only limit is genuinely your imagination. The more things you make, the more knowledge you'll gain, and the better your AI skills will be. Peace!